I am conflicted. The idea of Michael Bay coming back to direct Transformers gives me a little bit of hope for the franchise, and lets me know that we could see some incredible action sequences once again. It also gives me crippling anxiety that we might see Sluttatron or Decepticon testicles again. I saw that movie with my grandparents, by the way. Thanks, Michael Bay. It's a win-lose situation because, on one hand, we could get some of the best action scenes that have been missing from the recent movies. And on the other hand, we could get a 3-hour runtime with 1 hour of that being dick jokes. Have the new movies lost their magic, or is this a box office decline that originated from the Michael Bay movies? I can't remember the last time people were actually hyped for a Transformers movie. It used to be that you would see these in a packed theater and they would be total crowd pleasers. But at the same time, I heard so many people complain about them. They often felt like a slap in the face to the audience because of how immature they got at times. And I guess many moviegoers had enough. So we got all these other movies afterward that were good and followed the lore and all, but they didn't have this edge to them that the Michael Bay ones did. No director really put their stamp on any of the movies that came out after the Michael Bay ones. Of course, Transformers 1 was great, but nobody went to see it because everyone thought it was a kid's movie. Just the car shots alone made the Autobots' entrance feel so epic, even though they did feel like a car commercial.
Have you ever been beaten by a wet spaghetti noodle by your girlfriend because she has a twin sister and you got confused and fucked her dad? Well, that's how it feels to drive a Ford F-250. Ford.
The third act of each of his movies had such an insane battle sequence that lasted like 45 minutes. And while that kind of mind-numbing action may not be for everybody, many people like me found it entertaining. You have to also sit through a lot of weird things with Michael Bay's Transformers. With his movies, we get inaccurate character designs, annoying human characters, and the horniest shots and casting choices of all time. As soon as Megan Fox left the franchise, she was immediately replaced with a Victoria's Secret model with very little acting experience. So, there's that. Bringing back Michael Bay is such a gamble, and that's why I have mixed feelings about it. But I would also be there day one for his next movie. I've surprisingly found some form of enjoyment out of almost every one of these movies that he's put out, except for The Last Knight. That one was booty cheeks. The explosions and epic military propaganda is something that stood out against the newest entries of Transformers. It all sounds ridiculous, but it's what makes Michael Bay's Transformers. The dude loves to have the military in his movies, like a lot. I would love to feel that feeling I got from watching the first Transformers in the theater. I need that kind of dopamine hit again, and if Michael Bay can give me that, I'll sit through all the penis jokes and horny Decepticons. I'm desperate, okay? Adulting is hard. Maybe Michael Bay has seen what people liked about all of the recent Transformers movies. If he can actually get a decent writer like the one that wrote Transformers 1, but still bring his own action and cinematography, that would make me shit my pants. And I ain't leaving the theater once it happens because I don't want to miss any part of that cinematic masterpiece. And in case you didn't know, Linkin Park is making music again. So, if we get an ending like that again, I think the world will start healing. It's so funny how many people have been hating on Michael Bay for years, and now they're starting to want him back for Transformers. I'm very curious how people would handle the racist jokes today if that still ends up being a thing. I don't know if the world is ready for another horny racist Transformers movie. What are your thoughts on the potential return of Michael Bay? Do you think he'll bring back what worked from his movies and fix what didn't? Or do you think we'll see Megan Fox get humped by a Decepticon again? Let me know in the comments down below. So, yeah. Bye!